Alright, so it's the 9th of October today, and a little trick I just did has actually worked on this microphone. You might have noticed a couple of times where there's a little, it looks like there's a little something just there, and that is basically the wind dampener on the microphone, the wind resistor on my Rode microphone. Because the problem is it bobbles up and down, but the problem is because of the weight of it, it bobbles down a bit too much because of the weight distribution. So I put a bit of blue tack on the other side to help balance out the weight, and it actually works pretty well. So yeah. Anyway, I picked this up today in Asda. I just saw this in Asda. Although we had the one, so I don't know how many they'll have. But yeah, £8 for this little die-cast DeLorean, which yeah, it's quite nice. This is just, you know, these were reduced and that as well, because I think the regular price was, I think it was reduced from either £10 or £12. I can't remember which, but yeah, it's quite nice. It's a nice little thing, especially for the money. So yeah, I was happy to get that. I also picked up this in Poundland. Yeah, keyboard cleaning gel. It's the one that basically sticks to everything and is supposed to clean it. Oh, it doesn't have the same sort of smell, but yeah, look at it wobble. But yeah, this will be useful for not just cleaning my keyboard, but also among other things. Oh, it's got an Excella bubble. It's a living God, it's a living organism now. Look at it go. Ooh. Hooray. And also, this is more relevant to my other channel, but I'll show it here. That's the receipt. I picked this up from B&M. Another one of these. If you want to know more about this Doctor Who set, I reviewed it in detail on that on my other YouTube channel. But yeah, there it is. There. If you want to know more, then go check out my 6 Sec channel where I've reviewed this among other stuff and that. So, but yeah, there we go, people. There we go. I can't remember how much this is. I think it is just £1 if I remember rightly. So yeah, hooray! Oh, the bubble popped. The bubble popped. Oh no. Oh well. Okay, so it's the 10th of October today. I'll put that camera down slightly. And we've got a box here. Now, if this is what I think it is, I think there's only one thing it could be. It's arrived late. I say late, it might not be, because it was one of the... I'll explain afterwards. See if I can open it, for one. Or where to open it. I'm trying to figure out what way to open it. Clearly not this way. So that's the top. Where does the hinge open? So this side. This is sometimes the difficult thing, just like trying to figure out how the hell I'm going to open it up. Ah wait, hang on. Cut along the bottom. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but unfortunately I need to be able to... There we go, okay. Like that. Like that, that's how that looks. So it is decently packaged. It is pretty well packaged, so that is good. You know, considering I think the postage on this was £4 something, I think, or somewhere like that. You'll see on the box, won't it? £4.19 was the postage. So overall, this item I've spent cost me £24.19 according to the thing. Though it has been well packaged. But yeah, I ordered this just over a week ago on Sunday, and the seller immediately marked it for dispatch And the thing is, I knew they wouldn't have dispatched it on the Sunday because you couldn't have. You physically couldn't have, because post offices are closed on a Sunday. And even if you've got a one that's, like, for example, we've got a one that's a petrol station, which you can post any time, but it still won't go off until Monday. So yeah, but even so, it would not go off until then. But anyway, it's been just over a week, and I basically messaged eBay to say that the item hadn't arrived, and the seller responded saying, "Oh well, give it another 2 weeks." It's like, what? If you said you're posting via Royal Mail, like, no. Thankfully though, it's literally come the day after that, so it's a Shaun the Sheep mug. It could do with a bit of a clean, like. Yeah, I thought that was scratches there. It's not scratches, it's just a bit of dirt. I'm just going to plonk that down, because here's the lid part. And this Shaun the Sheep mug is rare. It is rare. And I don't know why, because we'll see in a minute, it shouldn't be, really. There is a Shaun the Sheep mug. And as far as I'm aware, this is the only ever released, at the time of recording this, Shaun the Sheep shaped mug. Because all the other Shaun the Sheep mugs that have ever been released just have, you know, is just basically a regular mug and it has a picture of Shaun the Sheep on there. Whereas this one, you know, like the grommet mugs and that, is actually shaped as Shaun the Sheep. And then it takes a lot of stylings and that. But where did this thing come from? Where did this thing come from? Well, there's some text on the inside that gave a hint. Yeah, this is a Blackpool Pleasure Beach exclusive. And I wish they'd shown this picture. Why didn't they show this on the pictures? Yeah, because I was trying to work out when it was released. But it says Wallace & Gromit Thrill-O-Matic. And it also has a copyright of 2014. So that might not necessarily be when it was released. But yeah, it would have been. It probably was. It was probably around that time. But yeah, thankfully, it's also got a Shaun the Sheep logo. Thankfully, this is in really good condition, this. So yeah, this cost me £20 plus £4 postage. The seller initially wanted £30 and I put in a best offer of 20. And I was thinking, you know, usually like meet somewhere in the middle, but they accepted the 20. So yeah, and it is quite nice. It is quite nice, and it is nice to finally have a Shaun the Sheep mug. It's a little bit taller than I thought, actually. It's quite tall. But yeah, it is quite a nice little mug, this. I say little, it is, again, a bit on the larger side. Out of all of them, out of all of the Wallace & Gromit type mugs that are being released, this one is the most usable as an actual mug. Because of just generally the shape of it, for one, and the fact that it has, because of the shape of Shaun's head, it has this lip like that, so yeah, it's the most mug-like out of all of them. And I imagine this probably didn't come in a box originally, because the current Wallace & Gromit mugs that are exclusive to the Thrill-O-Matic are just, they are big, but they're just, you know, more regular type mugs that are just, you know, out there. They don't have a box. So I don't believe this has a box, but I don't know, because there is next to no information about this thing. Yeah, there's little to no information about this mug, which is a shame. It's a shame, but yeah, the thing is though, like, for something that was sold in the Wallace & Gromit gift shop in the Pleasure Beach, you know, you'd think there'd be more photos, more information about it. But no, this eBay listing was the only picture I could find when I was searching eBay and that. Not eBay, searching even Google Images and that for it. there's no information on that on Blackpool Pleasure Beach's website and that about them. And that. And I did try the way back machine, but yeah, very little information about it. And I don't know what the original retail price for this would be. However, it probably would have been, I would have said at least, you know, 10, 12, 15 pound. Probably be, well, no doubt it would be that, because it's Blackpool Pleasure Beach, so everything's a bit more expensive in there anyway. It's a souvenir, and it's at the Wallace and Gromit gift shop and that there, so yeah, I would imagine that this, you know, I probably didn't pay that much more than probably its original retail price would have been. So yeah, it was probably at least a tenner, if not more, probably more. I reckon somewhere in the 10 to 15 pound range maybe for this, but yeah, still though, it is nice to have this in the collection finally, so yeah, happy days. So there we go. And I think, I don't know, I might have a bigger collection of Wallace Gromit type mugs than some boy online who did say to me the other day that he's actually getting rid of quite a bit of his collection due to space. So yeah, he's having a clear out, he told us, or something like that. I don't know what's happening with this and that, and things might have changed by the time this video comes out, but yeah, still nice to have that all the same. Dramatic. Is the focusing working right? I don't think it is. Don't know. Anyway, got a bit of a story in that behind this one. So, a while back, yeah, the focusing isn't turned on. There we go. So, a while back, I, you know, showed off this Knuckles figure and that I've had in my collection for a while. And, you know, all that time, you know, he's just been basically hanging from a hook that whole time. Unfortunately, at some point he fell off that hook and, beknownst to me, got stuck under the door when I opened the door. And that happened. So, yeah. I mean, look, the figure itself is still perfectly fine, but still, it annoys me to no end. And, unfortunately, since he's from a previous wave now, he's a bit more difficult to find. Luckily, a Smith's Toys in my area had one, so I was able to get a replacement one today. After looking in a few different schools and that, I was able to find a Smith's and that had it. So yeah, but there's a bit of a story in that behind it. I'm going to zoom out a bit. Why am I... There we go. I think that joke went a little bit too far. Anyway. So yeah, I went to the Smith's and they rearranged the store a bit. And the Sonic stuff was in a slightly different section. The problem is that these figures, they had not put them out on there. They were all up on the top shelf bit. So I asked a staff member to, you know, help us to get the ladders to get them, and they said, okay, I'll go do that just after I do this. And I thought, okay, fair enough. After 15 minutes, I was just like, for God's sake, where the hell is she? And then I went to go find her, and I found her, and she said, oh, I've just got to do 2 more things. I was just like, 2 more? I was like, 2 more things. There was another staff member there who said, oh, I'll help them. And she just did it there, just like, took her, what, 30 seconds? It's just like, I know you've got other stuff to do, but surely, generally they're told if a customer is asking for something, that is the priority, because she wasn't going off to help other customers. She was going off to stock shelves. And she wasn't the manager or anything, she was just going to stock shelves. I think she just didn't want to do it, basically. And was just refused. So anyway, but regardless, that staff member helped me. But then the next problem arose when they tried to scan it, and it wouldn't scan, it wouldn't work. And I was like, okay. On the website, these are £6 or £5.99. In fact, I'll just show this on the website to prove this. So if I just go to Smiths, there we go. So if I just load up Smiths on my phone, then you can see that £5.99 there. And yeah, however, when they did get the price and that to show up and work, they actually do something manual, go on the back and get work, it came up as £3, so I only got this for £3, so hooray. So at least my replacement was cheap. And was it cheaper than this one? I can't remember how much I paid for this one. I either paid the full £6 or I may have got it for a £5 if B&M had it at the time. I don't know, possibly even £4. But anyway, speaking of B&M, when I called in there today, I got a key ring. Yeah, I got the, what is this one called? It doesn't actually say. But yeah, I got a Teal's key ring, which is basically just the same figure and that, just with a key ring and that added, and that's a slight increase in the price as well. Because in the blind bags, I think they're either £3 or £3.50, whereas these are straight up £4. So this is the second one of these I've got. But yeah, I think there's only one. No, there's 2 key rings there, which I should probably keep an eye out for at the bottom there, which aren't available as figures, at least yet. I imagine they'll probably come in another wave, but the rest of them are literally just the figures and that I've reviewed before, just, you know, as key rings. But if I see those, possibly pick them up. Yeah. But still, it's nice. It's a nice little window box to have them displayed and that. So, yeah, happy days with that. Happy days. Okay, the camera had a little funny turn there. Anyway, so it's still the 12th. It's the 12th day of October. I bought a few things today. So first of all, when I was in B&M, I picked up this, which is another standard modern Tails, because he was only £3.99 on sale. So I thought, yeah, why not? So yeah, happy with that. Well, I've already got this figure. Then when I went in Tesco, I saw a couple other figures which I already had, but I thought, might as well. I got a Dr. Eggman, because, you know, I've only ever got one modern Eggman and that before, so it was nice to get another one and that. But this is part of a new wave, as you can see here. And yeah, the silver's just re-released from the previous wave, and most of them are. But there are 2 new ones. The Buzz Bomber, which unfortunately they didn't have. I think there's only 1 per lot on them. I also got a Tails, classic Tails, which again I've already got, but it is nice to have. Well, it would be nice if I had something different, but it is nice, you know, to pick this up and that again. And finally, we have a Sonic variant, which is actually worth giving a damn. So yeah, it's a running Sonic variant, which I think, according to my friend, the last time I've had a running variant, at least in this scale, is a running Sonic like this is like a McDonald's toy from like 1994 or possibly 1996. I can't remember which. But yeah, unfortunately, since these were from Tesco, they were a £5 each as opposed to £4 each. Still pretty good pricing on that. So yeah, pretty happy to have these. This one, obviously, there was quite a fair few of these because there was more than per box. So I wasn't desperate for it. If it wasn't there, but still, yeah, pick one up. And yeah, I think it's the nicest one we've had in quite a while, because, you know, it's something different. I know. But there we go, people. There we go.